Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us with a ThruNite Archer Pro, it's a Type-C rechargeable 14500 powered everyday carry flashlight. Currently, you can find these on Amazon retailing around $39.99. They usually have a 10 or 20% off coupon. Mine had 20% off, and it brought the price down to $32. It's an interesting flashlight. Let's check it out. ThruNite Archer Pro. It comes in a simple white box. They usually have brown boxes, but the ThruNite changed it up for this series. Okay, I took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. We get a tray that holds the flashlight. And here is the flashlight. I'll zoom it down in a moment here. We get a charging cable, USB to Type-C. Nice, not bad at all. And we get some instructions. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way. And for posterity, we'll look at the instructions together. It's in different languages. Always fun to try to find the English one. It's at the bottom here. There we are. So I gotta open this up and get that paragraph. Bear with me. All right. So Archer Pro rechargeable LED flashlight adopts Cree XP L2 LED to make the output up to 1022 lumens. So there you go. Technical parameters right there. We'll go over that. But in case I miss anything, it's all here for posterity. We have turbo, a general mode. As you can see, it's an infinity style flashlight. It's got a smooth ramping mode from high to low. It's got a firefly, a strobe, and a turbo mode. There's some run times for each of those modes. There we go. Operation, in case I miss something, it does have a lockout feature, which is very important, being that the tail switch is exposed. There you go. Rechargeable and the warranty. And the illustration, Archer Pro. Okay, so that's it for the instructions. Let's get to the flashlight. I'm going to zoom it on down. Let's go over dimensions. The Archer Pro is 3 3/4 inches in length, or 95 millimeters. It has a head diameter of 13/16 of an inch, or 20 millimeters, and a tail diameter of 3/4 of an inch, or 19 millimeters. This weighs 65 grams with the battery installed. It has a 14500 cell, or similar to a AA battery. It's internal. It's not replaceable, unfortunately. Some people will be okay with it, some won't, but I thought I'd bring it to your attention. So let's go ahead and do a little size comparison. I have the ThruNite Archer Mini. This guy's cool. This is based on a 10440 cell. Again, rechargeable. It's just a mini version. It doesn't have the ramping feature, though. We have a standard AA battery. Give you an idea for size. I have an 18650 battery. There you go. And now I have some competitors. I'll bring those in. I have the Fenix E12. Now, interesting thing here is it's pretty compact. This is a AA powered flashlight. It does not run on a 14500 cell. It does not have 1000 lumens. Its high is only 160 lumens, but it runs on standard batteries, which is nice. Here, the Lumintop Tool AA runs on standard AA batteries and 14500 cell that can be replaced. So different options here for people. And of course, you can see the size difference here. I'm a little partial to the size here. It's rather easy to hold on to, a substantial flashlight. I do like that, even though it's a AA powered or 14500 powered flashlight. So there's your size comparison, and then we'll demo this light with these two flashlights to give you an idea of how much they are and the features. So first, let's focus on the Archer Pro. So the Archer Pro features, right away on the front, we have a toughened mineral glass lens there with anti-reflective coatings. You can kind of see that purplish hue as I turn it into the light source. Down below that, we have the orange peel reflector. It gives a nice broad beam. And down there's our LED. That's a Cree XP L2. There is a visible yellow center, and it has white edges on the outside edge. So when you're using this flashlight, it does have a two-tone light appearance. Some people don't like that, some people don't mind it. It didn't bother me too much being an inspection type of light. So the body of the flashlight, 6061 T6 aircraft grade aluminum alloy with a type 3 hard anodized finish. Not bad. We have a belt clip and hat clip, which is very handy. This top unscrews to reveal the type C jack. Again, this flashlight's more or less a disposable, because once the battery goes dead, you can't replace it, and you can only charge it. And then once it goes through its charge cycles, you're kind of stuck without being able to change the battery. Now, is that a big deal? Some people will find that upsetting. Some won't, because typically you can get 300 to 400 charges on a lithium battery. I'll bet you 300, 400 times, and you're using this all the time, you're going to wear this probably flashlight out before that battery goes bad. That's just my guess from experience. Okay, and there's our tail switch there, which I'll talk about. But yeah, it's IPX8 waterproof. Notice how that's threaded down really nice. It has a nice O-ring there to keep that charge port nice and watertight. Gotta like that. And it's dust proof, of course. So yeah, it has a status LED while you're charging this light. Let me show you. Where's that little guy? It is usually on the edge here. There it is. So when you have this plugged in with your type C right there, so to the opposite side, it's going to light up red here and tell you that it's charging. And when it's solid blue, that means it's done. Now when I was charging this, it was charging at 1 amp at 5 volts. So it charges fairly quick for a small battery. Pretty impressed by how quickly it was charging. So if you're in a hurry, it will get it done for you, no problem. Also, while you're running the flashlight, I did notice you had Firefly and low mode available to you. So if you have it like on a power bank and you're in the field and you still need a light source, you're not out of luck. As long as you have a battery power to that USB jack, you can run it at low or Firefly modes. I'll show you those different modes. That was pretty important. People like to ask that. So there it is. I guess, of course, the internal battery is a 14500 cell at 1000 milliamp hour capacity. So unfortunately, you can't change it. Tail switch turns it on, so single press. So it's not momentary. You have to click it on, click it off. The neat thing is it has mode memory for the infinity mode. So anywhere in the infinity cycle, it remembers the mode you stopped on, which is fantastic. So turn it on, and then you press and hold, and the flashlight gets bright, and it's top setting on high. It'll flash twice, and it'll start ramping down to low, and it'll flash twice on low. So once it flashes, you can stop, and now we're on low. Okay, this is like a 13 lumen low. And then when I go back to high by holding the button down, as you can see there, it stops at 478 lumens on high. And then after about a minute, this will throttle down. So quick press off, quick press on, we're back to high. Remembers that last mode, which is nice. Very handy. Get my color back if it was out of balance. There we go. Other modes, lockout feature. So we have Firefly mode, which is nice. So you can press and hold, and it goes into Firefly mode, which is 4/10 of a lumen, which will run for a long time. We'll talk about that in a moment. But this is great for low-level light work, especially like if you're tuning a radio at night. I'll try to show that to you guys. This light's fantastic for tuning radios in the night with no illumination except for your flashlight. So Firefly mode, press and hold while you're in Firefly mode. It will lock it out. Confirmation flashes. So now this flashlight went out. It will not go back on. You can press it, and you only have access to Firefly, as you can see there. But I can't turn it on unless I press and hold on Firefly. So I was pressing and holding. So let's go ahead and lock it back out. Firefly, it'll flash. There we go. Okay, flashlight's locked out. That's right. So if you just press it once there, it will not engage. If you press and hold, Firefly will go back on. And then you keep pressing and holding, and then it'll unlock the flashlight. Now we're unlocked. There we go. So I wanted to make sure I showed you that how that works. It's pretty neat. So infinity mode's neat. It also has a hidden turbo. So double tap from off or on. We're on turbo mode. Sweet, super bright, 1000 lumens. Single click turns it off. Single click back to high, turbo. So that's pretty neat. And then you also have Strobe, which is triple click. So if you have a problem with flashing lights, you may want to skip this part. 92 lumens for 260 minutes. So you triple click the tail. So 1, 2, 3 from off or on. So flashlight can be on. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. There's your strobe. Pretty neat. I really like this flashlight. I think it's awesome that it has these modes. Very useful. Very compact style here. Liking that a lot. So let's go ahead and go to the garage where I took some pictures of this flashlight in action, and you get an idea what kind of range and what kind of beam you'll get to see. So let's go ahead to the garage. Here I am 15 feet away from the garage door. It's on turbo. This is 1022 lumens. Expected to run a minute and a half before it throttles down to 191 lumens, and it'll sit there at 191 for an additional 145 minutes. The throw is about 134 meters with that diffused orange peel reflector. Next is Infinity High, the highest setting on Infinity. This is 478 lumens. Expected to run 1 minute before it throttles down to 208 lumens for a remaining time of 150 minutes. Now we're on medium mode. I kind of went in between the Infinity Low and Infinity High, and I approximate this to be around 200 lumens and expect a runtime of near 3 hours. Now we're on Infinity Low. This is the lowest setting on Infinity. This is 13 lumens. The advertised runtime is 37 hours with the internal battery. And now you can barely make it out. This is a Firefly mode. This is 4/10 of a lumen. It has a runtime of 15 days. I don't know if you can make it out, if you can turn the brightness up on your device or monitor or TV, but it's there. You can see the hardware on the door. But 15 days at this level is pretty awesome. And now I do a final shot. Say you're changing a wheel. This is 13 lumens. I have it on low. I'm 6 feet away. It looks like plenty of light on low. It actually is. And I'm pretty surprised. And so you can change a tire. You got 37 hours to change a tire. I think you'll have plenty of time to do that. So that's 6 feet away, aiming with the Infinity Low mode. So let's go back to the table. Boom. All right. So let's do a quick little demo and do final thoughts on this Archer Pro. I'll bring this up. Get my deck of cards in here. What else do we got? I'm going to compare it to its major competitor, which is the Lumintop. This is the Tool AA 2.0. This runs on standard AA's or a 14500 cell as well. Its output is not as high with the 14500 battery. This is, I believe, a 920. It has the charger built into the battery itself, so you have to take the battery out to charge it. One extra step you have to do. Some people like that, some people don't. Here you don't have to. But this light here, you can get for $28.95, so almost the same price as this on sale. And you'll get the battery, and you even get a magnetic base, which is nice. This will put out 650 lumens on turbo, 360 lumen high. It has a medium mode of 85 lumens for 6 hours, and it has a low mode of 16 lumens for 37 hours. No Firefly mode with a 14500 cell in there. So there you go. So we're going to turn the lights off. I'm going to turn these on. Let's see. Let's go down low. Gotta wait for it there to get the right bright setting. There we go. Now we're on low. And then we'll turn this one on low. Okay, we'll give you an idea of beam pattern. All right. And then I got one more light I'm going to turn off. And then we'll check that out. Yeah, they're both great lights. I enjoy them. All right, making my way back to the camera here in the dark. Okay. So, noticeable yellow center on the Archer. More of a neutral white. Has a better color rendition. The Tool on the left here definitely has more of a whitish blue cast to it. So neutral, kind of a washy, cool white. So there's your differences. Archer Pro, Tool AA. And similar settings for luminosity. As far as spot goes, they have similar spots and similar spill. I think the Archer Pro has a better spill to it. It looks like it's wider, a wider field of spill. But there you go. Get an idea. So there it is. There's the Tool. Now, since we're running low, let's try the Fenix. This is a 5 lumen low. It's pretty low. And then if I go up one, it is at 30 lumens. And yeah, I can go infinity here. Bring it up a little bit. Here we go. Bringing them in. So I like the purity of the color on the Fenix. The Fenix looks, it's got like a nice white to it. It just has a more, I don't know, just looks nicer in person. Nice white, pure white appearance. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video. I do like that. It's not too blue. So yeah, it's like a daylight white. There you are. Fenix on my left there. So the Fenix is a $28 light at its lowest price, normally around $30 or $32. It's a premium AA light. Again, going up to $160. But yeah, if you're comparing them, you know, they're both good flashlights. There you go. All right, so we're going to turn off the Fenix here. E12. Compact little guy. It's got that going for it. And we're going to cycle the modes on the Archer Pro. So I'm going to go aim at the ceiling here. And we're going to go down to the lowest, and then we're going to go up to the highest. So you can see getting brighter. That's the 400 lumens. And then we're going to double tap the turbo. Now we're at 1,000 lumens, lighting up the whole ceiling and room here. This is really nice. I love it. Now, RFI is cool. There's no RFI in any mode, so we're going to go to Firefly mode. There we are, Firefly, 4/10 of a lumen for 15 days. Yeah. Bring your radio in here, and you can see it lights up our radio, no problem. This is a CC Skywave. Let's turn it on. Let's find some. Okay, so if I put the light right next to the radio, there's no RFI. We're going to do infinity mode. And show there's no RFI. I'm right next to the radio. Turbo. We're going to go to strobe. Get a little bit of clicking with the strobe. Back to Firefly. There you go. Pretty nice. That's CJBC Toronto, by the way. 460 miles away from me. Nice. So let's go ahead and do final thoughts on the Archer Pro. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights back on. All right. So yeah, definitely awesome companion to a rechargeable radio, rechargeable light. Excellent if you have a power bank that can charge two devices at once. You could be charging your little flashlight here and your radio at the same time, since this has a charge input. You know, great companions, great size. You don't have to worry about extra, you know, taking the battery out. It's right there. You just unscrew that, and your charger's built in. That's handy. I do like that. It has that. So let's go ahead and probably end up zooming this back in. All right. So we have a few competitors. Yeah, let's talk about them. Definitely. I got to do that because people are going to want to know, hey, which one's best? And to be honest with you, the most flexible one is going to be the Lumintop Tool, this one here, because it does run on 3 battery types. It has run times for alkaline, nickel metal hydride, and the 14500 cell. So it's absolutely pretty amazing for what it can do. It does overheat fairly quickly because, you know, there's not a lot of metal there comparatively. If you see the internals, okay, it's got a smooth reflector. Hold that steady there. Compared to the Archer Pro's orange peel reflector. But yeah, it gives you an idea for size. I think this dissipates the heat a little bit better, the Archer Pro. So that might be an issue with the Lumintop. Might get pretty hot if you're using it on turbo quite a bit. I wouldn't recommend that. If you like, I like the beam pattern, and I like the color of the light on the Fenix E12. It does not have the high output of these two lights. If you don't need high output, the E12 is the way to go. I do want to mention, though, the Archer Pro on Firefly is amazing. If it has a 15-day runtime, you can't beat it. The Fenix E12 on low is 70 hours on 5 lumens. That's pretty decent when this low here is 37 hours. So you get double the time on a regular alkaline battery. So, and so we'll run a nickel metal hydride as well, the Fenix E12. So in order which one I would buy, I would probably buy the Tool AA because of just because it can handle 3 battery types and the battery's replaceable. It's just me, and the price is around the same, so, or just $1 or $2 less. But with that said is, for giving a gift, if I was giving a gift to somebody, I'd give them the Archer Pro because they don't have to worry about batteries. They just plug it in and off. They run. It's that easy. They never have to worry about changing anything. Trust me, I've given lights to people before, and they forget they put an alkaline in there, and their flashlight's dead. And they're like, "Can you fix this for me?" And I'd be like, "No, it's corroded, and everything's destroyed inside." So, yeah, the best thing to do is to give them something like this, where it's sealed, where they can't change the battery, and if they complain, just get them another one. Makes a great gift. That and the E12 as well is a good gift. But yeah, the best gift is definitely the Archer Pro. This is the one I'd give to a father-in-law, my wife. It's just perfect for that. That and the Mini too, as well. If they don't need a big light, just a purse light, that's a good one to think of as well. Again, just simple on-the-go charging, never have to worry. So there it is. Does it get a recommended buy? Yes, it does. Archer Pro. I'm glad they came out with something like this. Simplicity is good. That ramping mode's fantastic. I like the waterproof of IPX8. It's definitely nice. 2 meters at 30. 2 meters at 30 minutes. 1.5 meter drop resistance. I don't know if I mentioned that. Definitely nice. So definitely gets a recommended buy. Rock on. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like ThruNite products and you want to see more, subscribe with the bell icon if you haven't already. And 3, comment below what you think about the Archer Pro. Do you want that? Would you rather have the Fenix? Or would you rather have the Lumintop AA tool? Let me know. You guys, just comment below. All right. Thanks. And we'll see you in my next video.